What if we told you that the Israel-Palestine conflict, a geopolitical quagmire, often cloaked in religious rhetoric, is more about land and human rights than what meets the eye? Indeed, the narrative of this conflict is usually shrouded in complexity and bias, making it difficult to separate fact from fiction. So we'll unravel this tangled web, starting from the very beginning. In the late 19th century, the area known now as Israel, the West Bank, and Gaza was predominantly Arab and Muslim. Jewish communities were present, but they constituted a minority. However, the advent of Zionism, a Jewish nationalist movement advocating for a Jewish homeland in Palestine, led to an influx of Jewish immigrants. Fast forward to the aftermath of World War II, and the newly formed United Nations proposed a partition plan, a Jewish state and an Arab state with Jerusalem under international administration. Arab leaders rejected this proposal, sparking the first of many Arab-Israeli wars. By the time the dust settled, Israel had expanded its territory beyond the UN's proposed borders. Over 700,000 Palestinians were displaced, an event Palestinians refer to as Nakba, or the catastrophe. Fast forward to the Six-Day War in 1967. Israel seized the West Bank, Gaza Strip, and East Jerusalem. The occupation of these territories is viewed by many as a violation of international law, specifically the Fourth Geneva Convention. Despite numerous peace efforts, such as the Oslo Accords in the 90s and the Camp David Summit in 2000, the conflict persists. Today, with the ongoing issue of Israeli settlements in the West Bank and East Jerusalem, the prospect of a viable Palestinian state seems increasingly elusive. To summarize, the Israel-Palestine conflict is a complex issue rooted in territorial disputes and human rights concerns. It began with the advent of Zionism and the influx of Jewish immigrants to Palestine. The UN's proposed partition plan and subsequent Arab-Israeli wars led to the displacement of Palestinians and the expansion of Israeli territories. The ongoing Israeli occupation of the West Bank, Gaza Strip, and East Jerusalem is viewed by many as a violation of international law. In the grand scheme of things, understanding this conflict is not about choosing sides, but about recognizing the fundamental human rights at stake. It's about acknowledging the suffering endured by people on both sides and striving for a just and peaceful resolution.